The Belize Tourism Industry Association is headed to court to file an application for judicial review following an unsatisfactory response from the Attorney General's ministry as it concerns a letter to Chief Environmental Officer Martin Alegria. In his capacity as chairman of the National Environmental Appraisal Committee, NEAC, Alegria was written by Senior Counsel Godfrey Smith on behalf of BTIA at the end of March, requesting answers to a number of issues pertaining to an environmental impact assessment granted to Norwegian Cruise Lines for the purpose of Harvest Key Tourism Development Project. BTIA President Herbert Haylock.
We had been waiting for a reply, which the deadline that we had put forward was last week Friday, and essentially we had received information, or legal counsel had advised us that they had received a query from the Attorney General's ministry to ask us to wait until a formal reply could be issued, which was to have been sent on Monday. We basically received that reply in writing on Monday, and again that was a letter coming from the AG's ministry by the Solgen, or the acting Solgen. We are not necessarily in agreement with what has been provided to us. It has still not substantially answered or clarified the points that we have raised in terms of the letter we originally sent to DOE and NEAC.
Those concerns emphasize several procedural errors, including failure to consider whether or not a public consultation should have been recommended, as well as failure to publish a notice concerning the addendum for 2 consecutive weeks. Most importantly, the EIA was approved despite the fact that certain aspects of the assessment failed to comply with regulations.
We again maintain our position, and we have again advised our legal counsel to move forward with the process of instituting the judicial review that we had stipulated we would follow through with in our letter.
In addressing the matter a week ago, Colin Murphy, Vice President of Destination Development for Norwegian Cruise Lines, told the media that, like it or not, the project will become a reality since government has given it its blessings.
It was approved. I don't know if NEAC voted or was by consensus. My understanding is that they don't frequently vote. It's normally they come to a decision by consensus. But we were advised that our EIA is approved, and then we're moving on to the next step. We would walk away, you mean? Yeah. No. There would be no point. No. This is going to happen. We understand they're not happy, and they've registered their complaints. Obviously, they're entitled to their opinion. They're entitled to take whatever action they think is necessary. We don't agree with them. We think they're wrong, and we will persevere. So this is going to, as the Prime Minister said in the House, this is going to happen. Get used to it.
BTIA, through its letter, also wanted to have answered specific concerns dealing with the terms of reference prepared by the Department of the Environment, stating that the EIA fails to address certain biological, environmental, economic, and social factors.
That's the very same thing that we were trying to seek with our query on specific points that were leveraged again at the public consultation that was done, and again there were substantial queries or questions coming out of that consultation, and in further perusal of the addendum that was submitted subsequent to that consultation, there were still some recognized concerns on that front. And those are the very same questions that we had posed to DOE. What are the replies or answers on those fronts, whether biological or dealing with issues related to waste disposal or water treatment, among the environmental concerns?
Notwithstanding those concerns, NCL maintains that it will abide by the existing laws that have been established to protect the environment.
So of course we're going to respect the laws of Belize. We're going to exceed their expectations in terms of the environment, and we will always do that, no matter where we are. The arrangement that we have with the government is the one that they brought to us, which is the same arrangement, my understanding, is that the Fort Street Tourism Village has, or the other project Estate Bank will have. This is not something that we've invented all of a sudden to make sure that we're profiting immensely from this. This is the system that you have place in Belize, and Belize is where we've chosen to do this thing, and so we're abiding by the system that is in place in Belize. It's not us coming in and twisting arms and pushing people around.
A date for the application to be filed or for the matter to commence remains pending. Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Kayatano.